Welcome back to another episode of the IShowMeat podcast. Today, man, we have a huge episode. The reason why is we got the boys on it again, man. We got a lot of upcoming topics, and we're gonna have some fun today. Tell them why we're gonna have fun, Nate.
Guys, we're gonna go over some of the funniest topics that you guys can even imagine. Funny to serious, all kinds of stuff. We're gonna bring up the boy Tupac. We're gonna go over everything you could think of. So stay tuned. Be ready.
And Marc, take us home, bro. What's are you excited for today's episode?
Yeah, of course I'm excited. You know, we're going to be talking about Drake, Bobbi, you know, about what's going on with them, a little bit of Sugar Sean about the UFC. So, yeah, just stay tuned.
I like his pod voice.
That was good, bro. I can't say anything to that. And quick before we start, man, I appreciate you guys always showing love today, showing back up again on the IShowMeat podcast. Today's episode 23 or 4. 23 or 24. 20. Check it. 24? 25. We're getting up there, man. So appreciate you always coming back, showing so much love. And if you're wondering, Danny had some stuff to take care of today, so he'll be rejoining us next podcast. Drop some Danny's in the chat, let him know you love him, and let's get in the pod.
Let's go.
Let's go. So first topic of the day, Nate. You obviously brought up Tupac. Tupac.
Wow.
Sorry.
Hold on.
Say that.
So you. All right. So there you go.
So I brought the shirt unintentionally. Actually, I didn't even think about it till Marc brought up the fact that we were gonna be talking about Tupac. They recently just found out who the killer was, supposedly, after what, 25, 26 years. So apparently they ended up getting a search warrant, I think, in Las Vegas, and they ended up tying it back to some guy that ended up killing Tupac. Supposedly, though.
How true is this, though?
Bro, this is pretty accurate shit.
Like, what's the facts?
Stuff. And the cops went in, got the guy charged.
How old is he? Yeah, he must be pretty old.
Bro, he's like old. So I don't know how they did it or what they did, but it was kind of crazy. Like, I never thought we would find like a suspect for this. I thought it was an inside job. I thought the government did it, but that's just me, though. Even
more than him passing away, I feel like over the past couple of years, I've always heard that Tupac is still alive. I heard he's in Mexico. So
I thought it was Cuba, or there was always
Cuba, right? Yeah.
It was like somewhere where he's alive, but no, they finally thought to charge some guy for this. So that's kind of crazy, especially after I think 25. Dude, I think this. What year were you born? Because Tupac died in 1996.
Bro, AP was born in 1998.
27.
I was born in 1998.
You were born when?
1998.
There's no bro. So a case before you were even alive barely got solved. So I mean, do what you will with that. That's crazy.
RP Tupac, man. Tupac has some bang. What's your all-time favorite Tupac song?
That's impossible. That's like an impossible
Top
question.
2.
Hail Mary is definitely number
Hail
1.
Mary.
That's like the one. And then Hit 'Em Up. There's so many. There's a lot. It just depends on the mood.
What do you think, Marc? Are you a Tupac guy? You look kind of like a Taylor Swift kind of guy. Tupac, Taylor Swift, what do you think?
Tupac or Biggie? Hey, first of all, in the chat right now, what do you guys? Tupac or Biggie, better rapper overall? What do you guys think?
I got to go with Biggie. If you're asking me, I got to go with Biggie for sure. 100%.
Interesting.
I'm not really into the oldies.
What does Marc listen to?
You're a Swiftie, bro. Come on.
You don't want to know.
Actually, I do. I really do. Because the way you said
You've been
that.
in my car. You know what I listen to.
No, I don't. I want to hear it, actually. Name your, what are we listening to right now?
I'm just all over the place with music.
Interesting.
Really am. I'm really all over the place.
I'm convinced you're a serial killer, but anyways. Okay. I'm convinced. But yeah, no, I'm Team Tupac, bro. It has to be Team Tupac. Biggie was a great rapper,
but I respect it though, because I mean, you look at two of those guys. Those are two of the top guys that really started their style of music, their style of rap. That's them, bro. If you look at their style of music, how it started, you look back to Tupac, you look back to Biggie.
That's true. I agree. East, West Coast. We're on the West Coast. I got to stay with our side. You know what I mean? Throw up that West Side one time. It is what it is. Yeah. Throw up the West Side in the chat.
So, moving on. Obviously, Marc didn't give us his final answer of top music, but I'm guessing you're a Swiftie. Taylor Swift's taking over right now. What's your guys' thoughts on Taylor Swift? All the stuff she's doing right now, selling out stadiums. She's still touring right now, and it seems like every time I turn on Instagram, every single story I see is either Barbie or now it's Taylor Swift. What do you guys think about that?
She's just doing her thing, man. She has a huge following. Crazy following, actually. I'm not a fan, though. I'm not.
What?
I really am not. No.
I like T Swift, but Barbie got overthrown in the box office, actually. Blue Beetle is the top selling in the box office right now. I don't know if you guys have seen it. I have not, but it looks like a good movie, which is crazy because DC.
Dude, one of the craziest things, the reason why I want to watch Blue Beetle is I believe his name is Zolo. So Zolo, one of the main characters who plays Blue Beetle, is super big for the Hispanic culture. He started off with Cobra Kai.
Yes,
and that was 100%. That was one of the big ones he did. And the coolest part about it is he's young, super a part of the Hispanic culture, and he's putting on for the city, man. I feel like you don't see a lot of young Hispanic actors like him that are getting major roles, especially in a superhero realm like he's doing right now.
100%. And that's kind of one of the biggest things about that movie too is the Hispanic culture that they're putting behind it. And so that's one of one of the top Hispanic like superheroes. They haven't really had one like that. So it's a really big deal. And I think it's a really good movie. Like from what I've seen in the trailers, that movie looks amazing. Like I want to go watch it. Looks like amazing. So I mean,
I think it's so different too, right? I mean, it looks like from what it seems, it has comedy in it. It's kind of like a little bit of Deadpool, but then more of like Hispanic spin on it, kind of, sort of,
like
right?
That West L or the East LA
100%
kind of vibe to it. Almost like Cobra Kai had a little bit of it, but I think they tap into it a little bit more. And so, anytime we could tap into like one of the top cultures, like literally in California, I think we're doing something good.
Hispanic culture, man. We're doing something right. Nate, on a scale of 1 to 10, how bad do you want to be a part of Hispanic culture?
After this whole Peso Pluma stuff, bro, like 10. Like, I think those dudes from Washington, what is the name of that band? They deserve to get canceled, bro. Like, you can't just go into Mexico and like, come on, man. I don't know. I haven't been to Mexico yet, but like, I'm looking forward to the food there. I'm looking forward to like getting the bag with the drinks. That's what I'm looking forward to. So I'm heavily invested into it. I almost cried like that one kid because I found out I wasn't Hispanic, but it's okay.
100%, bro. So on the topic we talked about Blue Beetle, I want to go back to Tupac as well as kind of stay on the whole music realm. And have you guys seen the whole stuff about Drake? Drake is officially dropping a new album, For My Dogs Only. What do you guys think about it?
Ooh. I honestly hope we don't get like that soft Drake. I'm tired of the soft Drake. We had it like on Her Lost, the other one with like the pregnant baby girl album cover. I'm tired of singing Drake, bro.
CLB was a 10 out of 10 for me.
It was good. It was good. But I want some hardcore Drake. I want starter from the bottom. Don't you look at me like that, Fred.
Nah,
I want some starter from the bottom type Drake.
Freddie behind the camera, they can't see this, but Freddie behind the camera is shaking his head so hard. He might pack up this whole setup.
He's like, we're ending it now. We're ending it now. No, CLB was good. CLB was really good. Her Loss was really good. It was one of those albums where like out of 10 songs, I'm only listening to like 3. You know what I mean? So for me, I'm ready for like that starter from the bottom. I'm ready.
You're telling me only 3 songs out of the whole CLB?
No, I'm not saying 3, but I mean, if it's out of like 10 songs, there's only 3. I'm like, okay, the rest I'm like, these are for like the ladies.
Whoa, I don't know, bro. I mean, I think
Drake is good, bro, but I want some hardcore Drake. I want Drake going in, taking shots at like Pusha T again. Like, I want that type of stuff. And from the way Adonis drew this album cover, because Adonis did it, who also looks like my kid.
Yep.
I think he's going to go in on it. I think it's going to be For His Dogs. So I'm hoping we get, a little bit of harder Drake on there.
But you could have the other side of it where he says For His Dogs Only. So he's talking about the guys who, like for the guys who got their heart broken, getting them back up a little bit, kind of pumping them up. I mean, that's the other side of it, I think. Or no?
Man,
way
you just
off.
killed my whole vibe right
No,
now. Like, why would you? I hope not. I really
definitely not, man. Definitely
When
not.
does it come out? Do you guys know?
I don't. All I know is they dropped the album cover today.
Isn't it like soon? It's like, I'm pretty sure it's super soon. Yeah, it's like.
Is it next week?
Next week. Okay, so Fred is obviously a super fan of Drake, is what I'm learning right now.
So by the time you guys see this podcast, you're going to drop it in the comments. Let us know who predicted right. Was it like the CLB kind of vibes, or was it like what? Ooh, so week after. Yeah. So by the time you guys watching this, you guys are going to see it. Let us know your predictions. More predictions, you think?
Listen, all I know is I'm hoping for the hardcore Drake, bro. I need that starter from the bottom. I need, you know what I'm saying? Like, I need a little bit more hardcore.
Well, Nate is the guy that really pushed the AI Drake stuff. So, is that what you want?
Oh, bro, AI Drake went harder than real Drake, honestly. Like, he really did. So, hopefully we get, I need some good Drake up in here. I need that
AI
good
Drake always. I just feel like Drake in general goes hard on every single album. And I really feel like I haven't really missed on an album like that. But speaking of going hard, Drake has been going super hard on Bobbi. Have you guys seen that? And what's your guys' take on Bobbi versus Drake right now?
Ooh.
Marc,
I've only heard a sliver. I heard rumors. What's going on specifically with that? Let's tune the audience into it. What is actually happening with
Marc,
that? You guys know?
Bobbi's your girl, bro. So, I think you got to really, that's your spirit. If there was a spirit animal in the podcast realm that resembled Marc, I think Bobbi's it. So you got to fill him in, Marc. What is it? Let him know at home what's going on.
Well, Bobbi and Drake did a podcast together that went super big, super viral. Millions of views on her clips on everything, YouTube, TikTok, and they just started following each other. I don't know what really happened. I tried to ask her. She didn't really respond.
She didn't respond to Daddy Marc?
No, she did not.
Wow.
So as of we know, deleted all our clips, deleted YouTube, unfollowed each other. I'm pretty sure blocked each other too at this point.
Damn.
I don't know anything further. A lot of people are speculating a lot of crazy things. I have no comment though.
So two top speculations going on right now. Number one, so in the interview, if you replay it back, Drake played a Tyga song where he played Rack City, right? It was a big thing. The bit was hilarious if you play it back. But the biggest thing is whenever she was making fun of Drake's name, she called him Aubrey, said it was like a chick name. It's not a real guy's name. Some people are allegedly saying that really pissed Drake off enough where he played the Rack City song, played the Tyga song on purpose to copyright her later. And so she deleted everything in hopes and saying like, hey, it doesn't matter. You're not going to like blackmail me later for these clips. You're not going to blackmail me later for copyright. I'm just going to take it all off right now and I'm going to be done with it.
Wow.
That's number one. Number two gets a little more juicy. I saw Nate's face light up because we talked about it a little bit before. Number two gets more juicy because allegedly is that Bobbi and Drake were a thing. Bobbi and Drake were a thing after it, kind of flirting a little bit. Drake has that CLB kind of vibe. She's kind of feeling a little bit. And Bobbi is married. So Bobbi's married. She has a fiance. So her spouse, her significant other, apparently didn't like that and made her take it down, got jealous, caused some issues a little bit, and there was a lot of big issues there. So that's number two on the Bobbi versus Drake hypothetical scenarios that are going on right now, allegedly.
I mean, it did happen in a bed, which is kind of cool, though. I mean, I'm not doing...
You have a point there,
I'm
bro.
not doing that with you guys, but it was kind of like a cool idea. But then, you know, I don't know. I do think she's an industry plant. I definitely do think so. I don't know how you become an industry plant, but guys, I'm taking applications, so put me in there, Illuminati. But yeah, I don't know, man. That whole situation of her blowing up out of nowhere, getting people like Drake, and she basically was like, "Oh, I just DM'd, and that's how it happened." I don't think that's how that happened.
I don't think there's any way you can DM Drake right now. I mean, I think you got like the Drake beard going on pretty good, but I think if you DM Drake right now, we're probably getting left on unseen.
Bro, he'd probably copyright me for looking like him and my kid looking like his. He's like, nah, I copyright
100%.
his whole existence. Like,
You don't look like Drake.
What?
You don't look like Drake.
No, I don't either. I don't think so. But
I said the beard, bro.
Light skins with beards, but then my kid does kind of resemble him a little bit.
Drake from Wish.
Okay, I don't think I'm Wish, bro. That's hurtful. All right, so he's
Bro.
never coming back on here again. Okay.
Explain that, Mark. What makes Nate Drake from Wish?
Awkward silence down. There's not even damn. This might be the first fight on the pod. You guys might catch this on camera.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Jerry Springer's World. Oh my gosh. We're just having fun with it, man. But at the end of the day, I think Drake is Drake. But if you look at it, does it really matter that she deleted Drake's clips now? I mean, all the clout, all the traffic, all the eyes is already there. She doesn't need it anymore.
If anything, hold on. If anything, deleting it only brings more clout. It only brings more, like, people. It's juicy. People want to see that. So if anything, I think that whole situation happening only brought more clout to her, more attention to her, and like, you know, it's gonna make her like pop off a little bit more. But speaking of fights, though,
but the real question before we go on to that, 'cause that was a really good segue. The real question is, who unfollowed who first?
Did he just cock block my segue?
he just said
That
cock
was
block.
going to be the most fire.
It was, but this is an important question because they unfollowed each other. Last thing I'll say on that, they unfollowed each other. So who do you guys think unfollowed who first? Was it like a Drake flex or was it more of like a Bobbi saying, hey, I'm going to flex on Drake? On the same topic you were saying, like the flex, Bobbi unfollowed Drake first.
I don't even know. That's a good question, though. But it could be orchestrated, bro.
If it's the copyright thing, Bobbi, you know.
Any last words to say to
If
Bobbi,
it's
Mark?
If it's the simp fiance, Bobbi, you know, who knows?
You have any advice you can give her, Mark? You seem pretty knowledgeable. Cue Nate's segue. There we go.
Nice. What did you guys think about the fights this last weekend?
UFC fights?
The UFC fights.
So I have to give it to Freddie behind the camera. If you guys
Why he's fist pumping like a Guido right now. Shout out Jersey Shore right now.
if we flash back,
Speaking of Jersey Shore. No, I'm just kidding. Guess who followed me?
We're gonna get
Thank
to-
you, Angelina. Thank you so much for that follow, by the way. Anyways, all right, back to the
let's stay on that. So
you egged that on.
because you have not stopped bragging about this. Who followed you? And tell the audience at home who she is, and we'll get to the UFC after.
It's Angelina from Jersey Shore. I'm pretty sure we all kind of know who she is, But yeah, man, what do they call her? The Staten Island Kim Kardashian? No, that's not what they say. But anyways,
I mean, I think that's kind of a nickname you gave her right now. I mean, it's smooth. I mean, I respect it.
You know, it's cool. But those fights, man.
So if she's watching this clip at home right now. She just followed you. Your feed's just popping up right now.
I'm DMing this shit to you. Right.
Wait, was he the one? Was she the one who was calling mommy in the chat?
Yeah.
The what?
The one you're calling mommy?
Who's mommy?
I don't know. You just kept on saying mommy in the chat.
What chat did I say mommy on? Don't tell them about our inside chat, bro. I'm kidding.
So, I mean, there may or may not be an upcoming Jersey Shore guest on the upcoming pod. If you know, if she comes on, if you know, she's coming on. Shout out to Nate. Looks like he's going to get the upcoming guest, man. But, yeah, go back to UFC. Big shout out to Freddie. Freddie officially called it last week. So, if you rewind back to last week's episode, there was a big clip that we talked about. Really said that Aljamain Sterling was going to take over the fight. I was secretly rooting for O'Malley. Kind of my heart was there, but I feel like just fundamentally and how the fights and how the odds were stacking up, Aljo was going to take over the fight. And the only person in the entire room that said O'Malley was going to win for sure, was Fred.
Well, I'm a Sugar fan too.
Yeah, but we were all Sugar fans. But I think all of us didn't.
No, they were saying
that
though
night you were not.
That they liked him. They were going for him, but they were like, we don't think he's going to win. That was the synopsis of it. So basically, they were doing, what they normally do, where they're like, well, we like this, but this might happen. They were politically playing both sides.
Yep, true.
I see you.
100%.
How you got to do it?
Yeah.
Until we brought up that chat, and then, I did have Janae Eichel following me. I saw you guys. You guys trying to backpedal a little bit. It's all good. It's all good. You guys do the both sides thing.
Yeah. So
you guys are
O'Malley,
Logans.
huge knockout by O'Malley, knocked out Aljo. And I don't know, what do you guys think? What did you guys think of the whole card, by the way?
Bro, this card, honestly, I'm still kind of depressed about it a little bit.
I think it was a stacked card, a lot of great fights. Our boy Cody Gibson was on there. Tough, super big dogfight in there. And the coolest part about it is he fought all the way till the end, and he was throwing blows till the end. I felt like it was a huge dogfight. And the coolest part about it really was that they said that UFC is still going to sign him. He's still going to get a UFC contract. And I feel like when you ball out that much, when you're just in a dogfight that much, you have to. I mean, fight of the night, Cody Gibson, that was huge.
I agree. Dude, I'm hurt he lost though, man. Like that's just like, my heart broke when I saw that. But shout out to Cody, man. Been putting in work. We're super fucking proud of you. We love everything you're about, man. Just keep going. Your next fights, keep pushing, man. We believe in you no matter what you do. But no, I mean he looked good. He looked fast. But speaking of speed and fast, have you guys heard about IShowSpeed and his whole drama going on over there?
That was a smooth transition. Yeah, I did. So for the people at home who don't know, IShowSpeed, right? He's a huge Twitch streamer. He was on Twitch. I think he's on Kick, I believe.
He switched to Kick too?
I think he switched to Kick, or I think he's in the process of doing so. But he's a huge worldwide known streamer. And tell us what happened.
So right now on X, or formerly known as Twitter, IShowMeat is one of the most trending topics since last week. I showed everybody on the pod the video, but IShowSpeed got a little bit excited, if you will. Got too hype and showed his meat a little bit to the world. Man, dude was shocked. I don't think it was on purpose. Do you guys think that IShowSpeed showed his meat on purpose? What do you guys think?
So here's the thing. I think that right now, if you're a streamer, you're a content creator, what's the biggest thing you're always looking for?
Reactions,
eyeballs. The more eyeballs you have on your streams, the more eyeballs you have on your content, generally the better you're going to do. And I feel like sometimes the streamers, content creators, we ate disgusting food and disgusting candy on camera, sometimes typically for views, right? So we do the same exact thing, but you can do things like that for views. And I feel like when you're at that scale, the views are a lot bigger than just 5 or 10 views. These are like thousands and thousands of views. So when you talk about the monetary value on the other side of it, I'm a big money guy. So when you talk about the money side of getting that many views, right now he's trending on Twitter. You said Twitter or X,
yeah.
Whatever it is, he's trending right now because of that. So, I mean, arguably, I understand what you're saying. And I also understand the other side of doing it on purpose for the actual views.
So what do you think? What is, be real, do you think it was on purpose or not on purpose?
I think it's on purpose, 100%.
You think he showed it on purpose? All right, Mark, what do you think?
I think
he's wearing loose boxers.
Exactly.
Standing up. Come on.
And he was doing the motion. Like, you know how to get it out.
like-
As a guy, you've done that before, and you know what happens when you do it.
Bro, I've been so lazy. Like, I don't want to like pull the boxer down, put it through the slit. But then I've also had like those underwear, those boxers where it kind of slips out of them sometimes. And you know, like, okay, for example, like let's say I was playing football at the time and I have that one set of like chonies where it slips out. It's the most awkward shiznit whenever, you know, it slips out, you fill it out. I don't like it. So I kind of feel like he knew it would happen, but I don't know if he did it on purpose. That's kind of the hard part about it.
So the next question, brings me to the next question is, what's your reaction? What's the reaction you guys would give on after that would happen? Like, what do you even give for that? So
If I'm Speed,
The eggplant emoji.
so if you're in Speed's position like that, what reaction are you giving?
oh man, I think I'm doing everything to get people's mind off of that.
So you're playing it off. You're playing it off,
I'm
trying
like,
to go to the next one.
you know, but it was, dude, to me, like as a viewer, that was that was one of the funniest things I've seen in like a long time, bro. Like,
That's what I'm saying. So like, I feel like as that happens, you can either go two routes. You can either play it off like you said, or you can almost stay on it and act. I mean, plan as if you did it on purpose, try to get some more, and almost play it off and be kind of the butt of the joke.
like, yeah.
I mean, I don't know. What about you, Mark? What do you think about that? What are you doing? Are you playing it off? Are you going to stay on the topic, play it off, like be the butt of the joke? What do you think?
I just be knocking all over my desk, dude.
I'm
Keyboard, just knocking things over.
With
Gotta
your
make it more
hands or with
dramatic.
your?
You gotta fake it to make it, you know.
So then my next question, right? Would you guys do something that crazy in order to garner some views and likes? What do you think? It's
You
like,
know,
that's rough. Like,
If
would
you're
you
a-
really?
Nate, if you're asking for nudes, no thanks. I'm not gonna.
You literally sent me some already.
I know I have not.
He's like, no.
yeah, I want to keep it honest, with you, bro. I wouldn't. I mean, I'm not.
You want it?
I views are great, bro. I mean, I think the podcast. We appreciate everyone viewing the podcast today, but when
Juan
it
was over
comes
here
down
showing us
to
some crack.
doing something like that, I think that's a little next level. And especially, you got to think about it too. Like, if someone's super small starting off streaming, they might get 10 viewers, 5 viewers, and that's it, right? But IShowSpeed or IShowMeat is getting he's getting thousands and thousands of viewers, arguably top 3, top 5 streamers in the world right now.
Top 3 for sure.
So I think if you're getting that for views, I mean, that's tough because that's a
what
big
I'm saying.
mistake.
It didn't make sense for him to do that for views. Like, he already has all the views. Dude met like Ronaldo, Messi. Like, he doesn't need to do that. So for me, it's just like, I don't know, man. It was funny though. I'm not gonna lie. That video till this day, like that shit has me dying, bro. Like, that's one of the funniest things I've seen in a very long time.
So that brings me to the next question is, how far would you guys go for views? Honestly, like how far would you guys really go for views?
That's tough.
And how far do you think people in this day and age, streamers, go for views right
Bro,
now?
people go crazy. Like, there's literally people right now like going to jail because of some of the pranks that they pulled on like for their YouTube and stuff. You know what I mean? So for me, it's like it kind of becomes dangerous too. Like, if you think about it, we live in a society where like people are gonna do pranks and do all kinds of things just for views, and it's like it's starting to affect. Dang, look at those legs. Look at them legs right
He's
there.
trying to get
For
some
views,
He's
for
trying
the
to get
views.
some fucking-
Look at he did
playing.
that literally for the views immediately.
Stop playing.
Wow, didn't even take you. We didn't even get out of the conversation for you to do that. Really. I hope we cut to that too. That was some hoochie daddy right there.
Freddie's shaking his head like, no, we didn't get it, so we're okay.
Oh, we got it. We got it.
So obviously there's a lot of things you can do for views, and there's a lot of things that people are doing right now currently for views. And
Oh,
speaking
like
of-
showing their legs off on camera right now?
you know, we and it's not on camera, bro. So I mean, if it's not on camera, we can't.
Oh,
let
was
it know.
it not? We'll see right now.
But things that are on camera, someone that's on camera 24/7 right now is FouseyTube. And so if you flash back to a couple years ago, FouseyTube was one of the biggest YouTube stars in the world. Got exposed for fake pranks, went downhill, went uphill, went downhill. He's been up and down.
Constantly.
Yeah, 100%. He's always gone up and he's gone down, and right now he's going a lot up, right? I mean, he's streamed 24/7, and like I said last week, we talked about it on how FouseyTube's been streaming 24/7 and if it's viable. And the crazy part about it is here we are another week later, FouseyTube streaming again. He's streaming every single week. I think right now he's streaming with Aiden Ross. Last week he was with another stream. Who's going to stream with Steve will do it. But what's your guys' takes on that? I mean, he's doing a lot of stuff for views, so much for views where he's streaming 24/7, like his entire life. I've literally watched his stream where you can turn it on any part of the day, and it's random stuff. Anything you can think of on stuff you normally do in your life, he shows everything.
So does he never cuts it off?
Never cuts it off,
That's crazy.
even when he's sleeping.
Interesting. This is on Kick?
On Kick.
So I can just go and just watch him.
On Kick right now. Look, let's see what he's doing right now.
You know, that's a good thing to do. Let's see.
Fousey Tube. Here we go.
So when does he masturbate? Serious question. This is a real question. I need to know for my own personal.
He's just going off his rockers right now.
Bro, I'm pretty sure he's manic, bro. There's no way this guy's not manic.
Girls like Ice Spice on the stage, twerking and shit, teaching girls like eat my pussy in the deli.
This
Man has to be mad.
He's Antonio Brown times 10 right now. Low
Dude,
key.
that is, you know what? I think that's a really good way to put it is like, yeah, no, Antonio Brown is a really good gauge of craziness. And
but
I think this guy, like I said before, he'll get that taste of fame. He'll do really good. He'll be a trending topic. He'll pop off, and then he just messes it up. And then he'll do his whole, like, I'm so sorry, this is that. And then he comes right back, gets a taste of it again. Boom, same thing. It's like a revolving door with him. And it's like, we brought up last time, too, is like mental health-wise, how is this affecting him? And I guess we're going to see. And I guess this is kind of like a guy where it's like, if he can do it, I guess anybody can. Because, you know, he deals with a lot mentally. So, I mean, like I said, he's garnering a lot of views. He's doing really successful right now. So hopefully it doesn't negatively affect him. I mean, I could see this going bad, but hopefully it doesn't. I hope the best for him, but dude just seems manic to me, you know, and I hope that if anything, this has a positive effect on him because damn.
Well, there is a recent clip of him. He's eating at a restaurant, and the manager actually comes out and tells him he has to leave because his fans are calling the restaurant like nonstop.
Oh, wow.
Like, he's like, I'm not doing anything. You see my phone in my hand? I'm not calling you. Why do I have to leave? Right? And they're just like, well, you know, people keep on calling, keep on calling, and it's because of you. You just got to get up and go. And he's like, well, dude, I'm just going to eat, and then I'll go. Yeah? And then he's like, no, they called the bomb threat. You got to go.
Wow.
So he just got up, left. So, you know, it's kind of stopping him from doing just normal everyday things to where he kind of has to do stuff more privately. You know, he can't go to a restaurant. He has to order food, kind of cut stuff from society. And then
I don't think he will, though. Not to cut you off. I don't think he will. I think that's the whole reason why he's doing it, so he can get that. Because, I mean, at the end of the day, some of these celebrities, I feel like whenever you see them in public and they get that, the ultra A-list celebrities, I feel like they're tired of it, right? They don't want to do it. They're super private. But if you get a guy like Fousey too, where he's coming back up, he wants more eyeballs. So I feel like if he's going to show where he's at, why wouldn't he show it to get more eyeballs?
Do you feel like it was a fan or a hater that did that? Because essentially, he got swatted. So if you guys don't know what swatted is, this happens a lot with famous streamers or famous people where someone will call the cops and be like, hey, you know, I want to do like a welfare check or something's crazy going on over there or this person did this or did that. And then the cops pull up and then they like kind of have to check it out. So I feel like he kind of got swatted. Do you guys think? That happened to Aiden Ross one time, happened to a few other people. Do you think it's like a fan of his or someone that is a hater that did that? I mean, come on, calling a bomb threat, that's kind of wild. That's not, I don't feel like that's fan activity.
He has some childish fans, so, you know, it could be anything.
There you go. What do you think? You think he got swatted?
I mean, I think it's a fan. I mean, I think regardless if you're a fan or not, there's some crazy fans out there. They're probably just wanting to get his attention. If they get his attention, they don't understand and realize that's probably not the best way to get someone's attention, right? To go that route. But on the same topic, he also went on a whole date on stream. Like, I was literally on there, and you can see this guy on a literal date with a brand new chick on there at dinner, having dinner, and random conversations.
Was she a baddie?
Yeah, she was cool. I mean,
she was cool.
Yeah, I mean, he was with a chick, and I mean, it seemed like he had some chemistry with her, and it was good. But he was showing literally on camera, getting to know this random girl, getting to know this random chick, and I don't know, man. I mean, you asked in the beginning as far as if it's good for mental health. How good is that for mental health, and how good is that for views? Look at both sides of it.
I think for views, it's really good. My thing is, how does he get normal things done? So, like, if you get somebody on stream like that, I feel like you have to figure out like a contract, right? You know what I mean? Like, okay, we're gonna be live streaming this. Like, there has to be some kind of contract. How do you get that done while you're just on camera 24/7? Like, do you think he thought all this through before he did all this, or do you think he's just like freeballing it and living life? And how long is he supposed to be doing this for? Does he have like a set time?
Said forever.
He said forever?
Yeah.
Man, this guy is literally Antonio Brown. Like you said, times 100, like at least, bro.
So on the topic of streaming forever, do you think that this type of streaming, 24/7 streaming in real life, IRL stream, is going to become more popular than gaming streaming? What do you guys think?
That's tough. I don't know. My thing is this: if everybody's IRL streaming, like who's watching at that point? If we're all streaming, you know what I mean? So it's like, I don't know. I think it will definitely like pick up momentum. I'm pretty sure there's gonna be like other big streamers that are gonna start doing it. Hopefully, Speed doesn't, because obviously we don't want to see that meat. But I feel like more people will start doing it. I don't know. Mark, what do you think? I want to hear your take on this.
Well, you know, it just depends on the fans. If there's a following, people are gonna do it. Not everyone can pull fans at that caliber like Fousey, but you know, I just don't see anyone doing it as long as he can do it, just because, you know, he has a few strings pulled, a few screws loose in his head. Like a few years ago, like on Bradley Martin's, he was talking about how he cut his life from technology. He doesn't believe in it, and now look at him, surrounded by it again.
The opposite. The polar opposite.
Yeah, complete opposite. So, you know, maybe it'll probably even die off for him again. Like this whole thing, he'll probably just stop doing it. I see it happening. He's just
taking a break.
He'll just stop the 24. He'll just stop the stream.
I don't know. I mean, I think he's pretty off the rocker. So
He's always up and down. So, you know, it's
well, I'm saying, but this time the money comes in. So we got a big kick deal. Money's coming in.
Did he get the deal?
He did get the deal. So he was with Aiden Ross, and they said he got the deal. So it's not officially announced yet, but Aiden Ross said on stream, Fousey, we'll flash to a clip of Fousey asking Aiden Ross, hey, did I get the deal? And Aiden Ross was like, yeah, you got the deal.
But isn't that the same one where he says that Aiden Ross is in the Illuminati?
I don't know, to be honest.
How do you join the Illuminati?
Well,
Asking for a friend. Did he?
Yeah.
Guys, I'm up for it if you guys are. Whatever you guys want to do. Whatever it takes to get us
now this video is going to get taken down. So make sure this video doesn't get taken down. Fousey also streamed recently with Bradley Martin. And Bradley Martin's been going viral right now for the past couple weeks, really, for fighting, like having this big question of he can fight anyone. These pro fighters, Sean O'Malley, Gervonta Davis. It wasn't
idiot.
Who was the other one? It was not Gervonta Davis.
No, wasn't it an MMA fight or something? He's like, oh, I'll beat you in a street fight. Like
So Nate Diaz, he told Nate Diaz as well. So every single person he has on his podcast, his main question is, who do you think will win a street fight, me or you? And so that kind of begs the question: do you guys really think that Bradley Martin can stand a chance against any of these guys?
No, absolutely not.
Zero.
None. I think Bradley is just like, oh, I'm big, I'm strong, like Hulk, Incredible Hulk. Although Bradley, you know, I like you, bro. Honestly, I do. We should get you on this pod. Let's get it going, whatever. Raw Gear's taking a fall back a little bit. I think Raw Gear's dropping. He's dropping a lot of athletes.
Are you trying to invite him and then talk about the fallback?
Because he needs us, bro. He needs the all aces, bro. No, I'm kidding. No, I honestly, I don't think he could win these fights, bro. I think he's just kind of like, I think he does it for views. It goes back to the whole views thing, you know what I mean? Where like he wants to garner the views, garner people's attention.
But then on top of that, he also does say if like they're similar in weight class, though.
But if you look at, so he said the biggest thing, how it started was he told Devin Haney on a Haney podcast that he would win in a street fight. And Devin Haney was like, absolutely not, you're not going to win. But you got to really think about it. Devin Haney is super small compared to Bradley Martin. So that's one of the ones that I agree with. I agree with Bradley Martin. If he gets a hold of him, there's no way that Devin Haney is going to get away from Bradley Martin. He does it. Like, Nate, you're a pretty big guy, bro. If you grab a hold of, for say,
AP.
I mean, I don't know. You know, I was gonna think someone a little smaller than me, but if you grab a hold of a small guy,
how much you weigh?
145.
How much you weigh,
bro? I'm about 185.
Oh, right bro, manhandle.
I'm 190.
You. Oh, manhandle you.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Like we could do this right now.
Why are you biting your lip?
Huh?
Why are you biting your
lip?
lip?
Literally did not bite my lip. I don't do that. No, I think it's the same. I get what you're saying.
Weight
though.
class. It's totally different.
No, for sure. But these guys, like, bro, it's like Marc Castro and me, right? Marc Castro, like, just he knows how to fight. You know what I mean? Shout out to Marc, my boy. He knows how to throw hands, bro. I felt that punch, bro. I felt it when you rolled that in. I felt it. He has power. So I think a lot of times, like, yes, weight class does go into it, but there's also like technique, knowing how to fight, how to throw a punch, how to do certain things.
But in a street fight, there's zero technique. In a street fight, you can
Bradley
Martin, you get a chair.
There is still technique. There's just no rules.
Did you do?
There's no rules.
Wait, did you say chair because the whole like Alabama fight that went down?
Yes.
Which we didn't even bring up last week, which is crazy. But yeah, no, I agree. Like you could use certain things, but I don't know, man.
All I'm saying is if Bradley Martin got a hold of Devin Haney, game over. Bradley Martin got a hold of Nate Diaz, it's not happening. Nate Diaz is for sure going to win that one. Bradley Martin got a hold of Sean O'Malley. I think Sean O'Malley, given his MMA background and grappling, I got Sugar Sean for sure. So I just think that, I don't know. I mean, what are you guys saying? Bradley Martin versus Nate? Who's winning that? That's what I want. Who's winning that one?
Bro, I don't think Bradley would beat any professional fighter.
I'm talking about you.
Oh, between me and Bradley? Fuck, bro. I'm winning that fight. Damn.
Nate's bending over. For
Bro,
that.
my Glock says differently, so.
What about Mark?
I'll win him over with Riz.
Mark loves Bradley Martin. I'm convinced that Mark is in love with Bradley.
Bradley's cool. He's funny.
So right now,
He's a
if I
unique
text my
character.
sister and I was like, hey, could you get Bradley to get on a FaceTime with Mark, which you couldn't because you have an Android.
That's cool. I'm okay with that. I don't give a fuck.
You would be so. I think you'd be so excited.
I'm not
for
gonna
that.
cry.
I feel like you love Mark. Or I feel like you love.
well.
I feel like you love him.
I'll say what's up. I'll tell him I'm a fan.
I think you're a fangirl
I'm
a
not
little
even a
bit.
fangirl. I
This is
never-
the
I never
biggest
fangirl.
Bradley Martin fan. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Mark is like up there.
Nah.
What do you
Mark,
think?
Mark, who are you a fan of, bro? I mean, you seem like a very emotional, like, and you wear your emotions on your sleeve all day long. So I just feel like, who makes you emotional like that?
You don't like T Swift? You don't like the old school rap? What do you like?
That's a good question.
This is impossible, bro.
this guy.
Let's see.
Danny, if you're watching this, please.
Serial killer vibes.
Ryan Reynolds, big one.
Honestly, I would
good one.
marry Ryan Reynolds.
Keanu Reeves.
And a
That's another one right
non-gay
there.
Keanu Reeves, I've never watched
Um,
his videos.
It's like actors. You're an actor type
Well,
of guy.
no, Eminem, Lil Wayne,
Okay.
Big Sean, my boy,
Why would you say that?
my boy.
Why would you say that? Specifically Big Sean.
Dude, I played Big Sean when you were in my car too. The whole album.
Mark. I'm not gonna say anything to preserve our friendship.
People at home, they don't know. Big Sean officially took Nate's girl. Explain that real quick.
No, I don't have to if they've already watched the pod. Everybody knows that Janae Eiko is mine. 100%. Janae
Who
Eiko.
cares? Big Sean doesn't care.
And I'm never coming back, guys.
Bro, Mark, Mark, we're about 40 minutes in this pod, and I was just like, man, Mark's killing it, doing good. And I was waiting for the typical, like, signature Mark moment. That was it, bro.
That's typical.
That was it.
Some.
Kind of
Yeah.
a little bit of attitude, a little bit of
expected
sass. Yeah.
I thought we were gonna. Never mind.
You thought we were friends?
No, not even that. He's like, what's typical Mark? I was. Never mind.
You guys seem like you're going to fight, man. And on the topic of fighting, we're going to stay on there. There's a big upcoming fight that we have. Dylan Dennis versus Logan Paul. Who do you guys got? Coming up in October. It's a couple months away. Who do you guys got?
I'm surprised after all. Dude, he's been talking for like years, man. Dylan Dennis, he's always chirped every like high peak fighter that's like kind of trending. Always chirps them. Never got a fight.
But, I mean, arguably, there was a big thing where they were talking about him and KSI, why they didn't fight. He said there was a big dehydration clause in the contract. There was
He pulled that.
KSI was going to pick the referees. He was going to or pick the judges. Tons of different stuff that stipulations that were not totally fair. Supposedly, allegedly, Dylan Dennis said, and that's why he said that. So he was saying for sure, absolutely, without a doubt, he's fighting Logan Paul. He's going to take care of him.
Logan's
This is
winning.
the one time I'm going for Logan.
Logan's winning.
Really?
Yeah.
Logan's gonna win this
Yeah.
fight.
Okay. So you're going.
AP, what do you think?
Yeah, what do you think?
I mean, I think Dylan Dennis can give him a run for his money
Really?
for sure.
You honestly think that?
Dylan Dennis.
Logan's a big boy.
Logan Paul scammed a lot of people on crypto, including me, and I'm
wow,
sick of it,
so
bro.
you have okay.
I'm just
You're
kidding.
biased. You're
I'm
biased.
just kidding.
Was it the zoo ones that you got? It was the NFTs, huh? You did not buy those NFTs.
It was the Polaroid ones, bro. The Polaroid ones got me. I bought in, bro. I mean,
Dude, I still hold NFTs. I don't even know how they're doing. I haven't even checked. I'm just like over it.
yeah, he got a lot of people. But have you guys seen on the topic of like Dylan Dennis and trash talking? Dylan Dennis went so far as I think he leaked Logan Paul's wife's nudes or his fiance's nudes leading up. Like that was his chirp.
Okay, I think I did hear something about this. Go into that a little bit more. I did hear some crazy stuff like that.
But that's the ultimate chirp. I mean, you're gonna leak another guy's chick's nudes.
How do you
That's
get
the
him?
ultimate chirp.
How do you get them?
Exactly.
She put them out there. That's not really like.
But is that too far?
No, absolutely not.
You guys are just totally across the line.
Not
The
absolutely
line's
not.
here on morals, and you guys are just way over
Bro,
here.
if you disrespect me, bro, like, no, I'm going after your wife. It is what it is. It is, or your mom, whatever happens.
There you go.
Literally son them.
You guys are just way over the line, way over
It's
here.
like, oh, yeah.
You guys are way over. Way over.
Now, if
He's
he-
like, you
now,
guys
if he leaked a video of him clapping her, then
How do you know it's not next?
That's the chirp right there.
That might be next.
That's like
don't know why.
That's like the disrespect. Like,
Bro, that is some
Logan
god
better, like,
tier.
have some like knives in his gloves, because like
Bro, you gotta, you.
that's where it's like
That's not even fighting.
Yeah.
Like, you have to murder that man. Like, literally.
I don't know. We're going to talk about a little bit more as we're leading up to the Dylan Dennis fight. It's coming. I think it's October 14th. It's in October. And so we got a couple months left. We're going to see as it goes up to it if Dylan Dennis is finally going to fight or if he's going to back out again. For the majority of people are guessing that Dylan Dennis is going to pull out for sure. There's no way he's going to show up on fight day.
You know, that's crazy, though. But I think he will. But you know what? Like, for him, like, taking those shots, bro, it just proves that when it rains, it pours. And speaking of rain, have you guys heard about that Hurricane Hillary?
That was a good transition.
I feel like you're liking these transitions today.
It's good. It's
I
good.
got him. I got him.
I like it.
I got him there right now.
All right, Hillary's here, bro. I mean, Marc, you seem like a weatherman kind of guy. What do you think about Hurricane Hillary?
California does not give a fuck about Hurricane Hillary.
I love that take.
Really, we really don't. Like, the best thing that has happened is Dodger Stadium did flood.
I did see that. That was crazy, bro.
It was fake. Okay, it was fake. but-
Really?
That was fake.
But it's like surrounded by like.
I get what you're saying.
it
'Cause
looks
that
like
picture was
Loot
not
Lake.
on a hill.
Oh, okay.
You know, I've been to Dodger Stadium.
Okay,
almost
that.
got jumped there.
I
I'm not
fell-
gonna lie to
I
you
fell
guys.
for some gullible shit.
You seem like the type.
But you know, yeah, Californians are unfazed. They're just still doing their thing, surfing, playing some golf, going to football games.
I'm guilty. I played golf during Hillary.
Yeah.
I heard that DoorDash though canceled DoorDash in Southern California for a little bit though. I don't know if it's still canceled, but for a little bit they
Well,
like.
that's smart though.
Well, there was
for
still
the
floods in
drivers.
LA. I mean, it wasn't like not a thing. There was still floods in
Yeah,
LA.
it's still flooding.
That makes sense. Okay. The rain was kind of crazy yesterday, and then it just like stopped. Today was like super clear. So I don't know. I like the rain. This heat's been ridiculous. It's been like 150 degrees out here, so I'll take the rain when I can. Actually, so
So what's California getting next? A tornado?
hopefully not an earthquake because
There was an earthquake.
there was an
There
earthquake.
was an
with it
earthquake.
too,
Earlier
huh?
this week, there was an earthquake.
But I mean, I just don't want I don't want beachfront in Tulare County because I feel like that's what's gonna happen. Half Cali's gonna like fall off, and I'm not ready for that right now.
Yeah, I mean, I just think 2023, craziest weather year for the Central Valley, especially California.
Dude, yes.
Central Valley weather was just off the charts this year, and everything was really not predictable at all. So,
You know, I'm starting to think that Rock movie might actually happen.
San Andreas?
Was it San Andreas or was it another one?
San
Oh,
Andreas.
it was San Andreas. Dude, why is the Rocks movies always like slow-mo, crazy action? Like it's always the same movie, just with like a different plot. And the plots aren't even that different every time. How many didn't they just drop another like Fast and Furious like not that long ago, a couple months ago? It was like Fast 25 or something.
Yeah, it dropped like that shit flopped.
Well, how much dude, the cow is like up to bones at this point. You can't keep milking the cow.
Did you like it, Fred?
Fred, like I am
You
dead.
watched it?
I think okay, there's two movies that
Bro,
no,
I
there's
stopped watching those.
listen, there's three movie series that keep milking. It's that one. It's the Insidious ones. Was it Insidious? Those ones where they're like
Insidious.
on like
Yeah.
number 13.
Dude, they
terrible.
have like so many spin-offs of it.
Dude,
though, too.
terrible. Like it did. Like there's no point to it. It's terrible. And then the other one, oh, what was the last one I was thinking of too? But there's just like there's only so much you can milk a movie
Bro,
series.
there's a new Saw. coming
Okay,
out.
Saw's different. Saw's different. No. Saw's very different every time. Like I like that because
Okay, you can say the same thing about Insidious and Fast and the Furious.
No,
it's
it's-
always different.
they're not real. Dude, when someone's like pulling a
Dude, they're
helicopter
jumping-
down, like
they're
dude, that's
jumping-
no,
They're
stop.
jumping towers with the car. They're jumping out of helicopters with cars. Like it's always different.
It's just too much, bro. Like when someone's like pulling a helicopter back with their arm, I'm like, this is ridiculous.
I'll change the subject. Fred's getting bored.
Fred does not look bored at
He's on
all.
his phone over there, looking up Fast and the Furious. What is Fast and the Furious?
I was gonna look at what Fast and the Furious were
The
called.
Bumblebee movie. The other one is the Transformers. Like God, how
God.
many they just
Transformers is good. Transformers has not dropped as many Transformers as Fast and the Furious.
They're
There's-
up there though. How many?
Fast and the Furious is like on season 15 right now. I mean, they're more
It's
than
like Days
Grey's
of Our
Anatomy
Lives.
right now. They're days of our lives of the movie industry. There's no way.
That's insane. No, I
Yeah,
know.
I'm not.
Mark seems like he would enjoy it still, though.
Mark
No,
looks like
I stopped watching it. I haven't watched
you look like you're enjoying this pod today.
it. I am enjoying it. I'm always enjoying it, you know?
Your smile shows it. Well,
But you're
Mark's enjoyed it, and I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode at home as well. I appreciate you tuning in every single week, man. And like we promise you guys, every single week we're coming back on Monday. We got a guest coming up for you guys. We also got trending topics upcoming. Pretty much everything going on in the world right now, which we all live in. We're going to be covering every single week and bringing you all aces, man. Bringing all aces every single week as much as we can. And we really want to make sure every single guest we bring on is an ace of their industry. And we got Marc on here today. Let us know how Marc did today. If you love him, put it in the chat. If you hate him, put it in the chat. I'm sure he'll be sure to read them. And any else wrapping up words you guys have to say?
No, it's man, I love this pod. I appreciate every single one of you guys tuning in on this. Like, a lot of you guys have been like texting me that you're watching the podcast. A lot of you guys have been texting me that you love the content that we're doing, the guests that we have. It means a lot to me. We put our heart and our soul into this. So like, the fact that you guys are tuning in and watching it means a lot to us. It lets us know that our hard work is actually going out there, and we appreciate you guys. Marc, you want to finish this up for us?